today we're keeping things pretty simple, just hanging out and rambling together because this is my 100th ASMR video. Hooray! Yeah, so I started my channel about a year and a half ago. I posted my first video in October of 2020, and I've been posting videos pretty steadily since then. I posted one video a week for quite a while, and then at different times, sometimes I've done more than that. But I just thought that it would be cool to mark this little milestone by reflecting and rambling a little bit about my journey with my channel and letting you know what I have in mind for the future. You can hear my dog Hazel is laying in bed beside me. She's getting adjusted, taking a nap over there, so you may hear some ambient dog sounds throughout this video. Maybe she'll come over and do a cameo at some point. But, yeah, I just wanted to take some time to say thank you to all of you for watching my videos and allowing me to have the opportunity to share and to create things for you, and to just talk a little bit about where I am with things and where it might go in the future. So if you're interested, please get cozy and just relax and enjoy listening to me ramble. And if you're not really interested in the content of what I'm saying and would like to turn this video down low and use it for semi-unintelligible background sound, I would also be flattered if you use it for that purpose. It's one of the reasons I love rambles. They're very multi-purpose. So first of all, absolutely nothing to do with my channel. I just need to show you these hyacinths. These hyacinths are the last from my garden, and they smell so amazing. Oh my gosh, their perfume is just crazy sweet. They're one of my favorites. And so, whether I'm in roleplay mode in a video or whether I'm just being myself, you know how much I love flowers and I like sharing them with you. And I have them in this tiny, tiny vase, which is so fun. So, these are my flowers to myself in celebration of this number 100 video. And I just wanted to show them to you because I think I showed my hyacinths just beginning to sprout up in one of my outside videos. And so I wanted you to see them in their full glory. Okay, hyacinths. I definitely think I have introduced the ASMR community to flower ASMR. I haven't really seen anybody else do that too much, so I consider that one of my contributions. Okay, I'm going to put these back here on my bookshelf, which I've also decided that I really need to do a bookshelf tour video. Since I use this bookshelf as my background for many of my videos, I should show you all the books and doodads I have back there. So that will be an upcoming video. And I did make a little list because I always, have to have some notes of what I wanted to talk to you about today. And I've done a couple of Q&A videos before where I've talked a little bit about why I started my channel and, some of my process with that. But I wanted to talk a little bit about that and like I said, tell you some things I have in mind for the future. So I guess the reason that I started this ASMR channel was the reason that probably I think a lot of creators do, was that I had personally benefited from ASMR and it had really helped me a lot, and so I wanted to give back into that community. And I started listening to ASMR I think 6 or 7 years ago, and it was at a time when I was in a really, really stressful work situation and I was just not in a very good mental or emotional state. And I discovered ASMR through the Calm meditation app, which I was using at the time. And at that time, years ago, they were featuring a sleep story read by Paris ASMR. And I was like, who is Paris ASMR? What is ASMR? And when I listened to that sleep story, when I clicked on it, it was this whispery voice with a wonderful French accent saying, "Hello, dreamers." That was the first thing he said, and it gave me such tingles. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is the feeling. Because my husband and I had both experienced ASMR since we were kids, and we didn't know what to call it. We had shared this with each other, and we just called it the feeling. We would say, oh yeah, that gives me the feeling, or that person's voice really gives me the feeling, or things like that. So when I listened to Paris ASMR, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the feeling. ASMR is the feeling. So that's what introduced me to it, and so I sought him out on YouTube and found his channel, and he is still one of my absolute favorites. Much love to Paris ASMR. Most of his videos now are in French, but I listen to them anyway because I find that very relaxing. And he did a lot of personal attention videos back when I was first watching ASMR that really helped me, and so that was really one of the inspirations to me in wanting to create my own content, was to try to give other people some of that nice comfort and personal attention and reassurance and nervous system deactivation that I was receiving from these really nice, calming personal attention videos. So I started listening to ASMR. My husband also started listening to it and watching it. He loves it as well. And so I was just a fan and a consumer for a number of years there. And then at a time when I had been through a big transition in my life, I had had a career change. I had left that stressful career path I was on and was beginning to pursue new things and things that made me feel more true to myself and more calm and happy in my life. And as I was pursuing different things and trying out different creative outlets, it just kept coming back to me that I wanted to try making ASMR videos. And I have to tell you, I had a list a mile long of all the reasons why I was not ASMR material, why I should not be doing ASMR videos. You know, I'm not in my 20s. I'm 42. I'll be 43 very soon. You know, I'm not super young. I'm not a gamer. I don't have perfect makeup and perfect skin and perfect hair that is coiffed. I don't spend time on those things. I don't have long nails. You know, so many ASMR artists have long nails that they tap. You know, that's just not me. And, you know, there were so many reasons that I could come up with of why, no, this is not for you. This is something that, you know, other people can do. Sure, other people can make ASMR, but, you know, but not you. And that's, you know, just another version of you're not enough. You know, you're not good enough. You don't have what it takes to do this thing, whatever that might be. And in spite of all those fears and all those voices that kept telling me that I shouldn't do it and that I wouldn't be any good and, you know, that nobody would like it, I somehow got brave enough to actually try it and actually start doing it. And the first couple of videos I recorded, I actually posted on Instagram a long time ago, when I was kind of getting my feet wet with the idea of sharing my voice in this way. So I have a body scan meditation video and my very first personal attention video that are the first two videos on my channel that are vertical videos that I had posted on Instagram. So I shared those and then some other kind of experimental ASMR videos I had tried. And then what really got me going was I really wanted to do a read aloud of A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens because I love that story so very much. And that's just, it's something I had always wanted to do. I reread it myself every year, and I love the idea of reading it aloud, and that idea just wouldn't get out of my head. And so I thought, okay, what the heck, I'll do a read aloud of A Christmas Carol. I'll put it on YouTube. I think that's when I finally got brave enough to like actually put ASMR in my channel name. In the beginning I didn't even have that. I just had another handle that I was using. And so I did those Christmas Carol videos, and that's what got me started. So I posted those every week leading up until Christmas in 2020. And then after I was finished with that, I just started doing one video every week, something that I felt like I could do. And I should say, you know, I didn't have any equipment or anything like that. That was one thing I promised myself. I wasn't going to get caught up in thinking I had to have a fancy camera or a mic or anything like that. It all needed to be about the content itself because, you know, so many times we all have a tendency to do this. I would decide on some hobby, some venture that I wanted to do, and then, you know, you have to get all the gear and you have to like wait until you're ready. And I was like, no, I'm ready right now. If I don't do this right now, I'm going to chicken out. So I started just with what I had, which is my iPhone, which is an iPhone SE. It's not even like a fancy new iPhone, but I'm very thankful for it. I'm very grateful that I have it and that I can film with it. And so in the beginning, I used just my camera and the microphone on my camera, and I was propping my phone up on a stack of books to make a tripod. I did eventually buy like, I don't know, it was like a $15 tripod with a light on it, and I used that light for a while in some of my videos, but then the light broke and it was being kind of being a pain, and so I just stopped using that light, and now I've been trying to experiment with natural light and do the best I can. And then I did have a microphone for a while. If you watch some of my early videos, you can see I had a kind of a bigger microphone that was a generous hand-me-down from someone that I really appreciated, but it also had some glitches, and the interface, the way it hooked in to my phone was kind of tricky, and I had to do some weird things with the audio like afterward and post-production to get it to be right, and I just decided after a while that that wasn't worth it, and I just went back to using my phone. And then not until this January I decided that it was time to invest in an actual microphone. So I got the Blue Yeti, which I love, and you know, these aren't very expensive. I probably could have budgeted and figured out a way to get one sooner, but for me it was just really important to do my videos and start the creative process just from scratch with what I had, and not think about the technology so much, just think about like my own voice and my own sharing and what I wanted to bring through to all of you. So I just, kept going, doing my videos every week, and I have to tell you that every single week, after I would record the video, I was so convinced that that was the last one I was ever going to do, and I was going to quit because it was too hard and it was too scary. Because in the beginning, I was quite petrified. I mean, I would sit down in front of the camera and I had a huge amount of, stage fright, camera fright, perfectionism knocking at my door, and that inner critic saying, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are to sit down in front of the camera and think that people will want to listen to you and think that people, would enjoy your voice and would enjoy what you have to say? I mean, I'm sure you all recognize that voice, right? We all have a version of it that basically wants to keep us down and convince us that we're not good enough to do the things we want to do. And so every week I would psych myself up and I would be like, okay, I'm going to record this video, and I would fight it down, whatever you want to call it, the devil, the pain body, the inner critic, all those mean voices of anybody who had ever criticized me in my life that would come welling up, and I just somehow did it anyway. And so I would record my video and I would edit it, and I love the editing part. That's something I've realized too, that I really enjoy video editing, so that's cool. And I would post it, and then I would say to myself, okay, you never have to do that again. Like, it's okay. If you want to, you can quit. But I never quit. And so the funny thing is that I didn't really tell anybody in my real life about it for a while, other than my husband. And so now a few people in my family know that I'm doing this. My mom, if you haven't seen my ASMR video with my mom, it's adorable. You should definitely check that one out. I will link it below. And I have a very, very small, select number of other friends that know about my channel and watch my videos, and I really appreciate that. But yeah, it's just sort of been this like little secret project that I've been working on, and it was like this laboratory for me, really, just to come face to face with all my fears and my insecurities and my perfectionism. It took a lot for me, a lot, to share a video every week that I knew was not perfect, that I knew was low quality, was not fancy, or, didn't have a nice background and all these things like a lot of other ASMR videos. I mean, it was the best that I could do. It was my best, but I knew it wasn't perfect. And for me to accept that and put something out in the world, even though I knew it wasn't perfect, it caused me like physical pain. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, it was so hard for me to do that. But every time I did it, I would see, okay, wait, like, I can put something out into the world that, is just me and isn't, some polished perfect thing. And it's okay. I survived. The world is still here. And hey, some people actually enjoyed it. And I'm really thankful for all of you and your kindness and encouragement for me along the path as I've experimented with different things and, let myself be vulnerable in this space. It really, really means a lot to me. And so here I am at my 100th video, which in the beginning I couldn't have even imagined getting to 100 videos. That seemed, just like a journey that I would have never gotten through. I could have never survived getting through that much content, but here I am. And it reminds me of something that a really good friend said to me back when I was teaching yoga classes, and I had first started doing that after I completed my training, and I was really nervous every time, and I was having a lot of anxiety about teaching. And one of my really good friends to me said, "You're fine. All you need is repetition. All you need is practice." She said, "Wait until you've taught 100 yoga classes, and then you'll be fine. Then you'll be able to do it, without even trying." And I thought of that when I got to my 100th video, because finally I feel pretty comfortable doing this. And I mean, I'll be honest, I still get a little nervous every time I sit down, and that voice of doubt will be on the alert for any crack in my confidence. And if I'm, feeling a little bad on a certain day, it'll just jam right in there and try to get me. But I just keep telling myself that I'm not exactly sure why, but I am definitely meant to be doing this. And that's what I know now that I've made this many videos and I've gotten this far into it. I don't know exactly where this will go or what this might lead to me in the future, but it's been such an important part of my personal journey, just of healing and of finding my voice, and I'm just so grateful to it. So thank you again to all of you for being here and supporting me along the way. It just really means a lot to me. And, 3 years ago, if you had said to me, hey, you're going to have an ASMR channel with 100 videos, and 400 people who are watching you and listening to you, I never would have believed it. So thank you for making one of my dreams come true. I mean, really, that is what it is. I had a dream that maybe I could have an ASMR channel, and look at me. I have one. So that's amazing. Okay, so I think that was everything I wanted to say about kind of like the journey of my channel. That was the bulk of, kind of what I wanted to share with you, but I appreciate it. And if there's anybody out there who's, thinking of starting a channel or any kind of creative pursuit, I just, I always want to share my story and share that vulnerability and just, let's put it out there and make it known that this kind of stuff is really scary. It's really scary. It strips away, a lot of the protective armor that we put on ourselves, and we have to be really brave to share our creativity with others in whatever way that is. And I'm glad that, I can share these things with you all. I appreciate it. So the cool thing is I'm at 400 subscribers right now, as I'm recording this. And, some people might not think that 400 subscribers in a year and a half, was like that impressive or that many subscribers or whatever. And the thing that's so amazing and freeing for me in my YouTube process is that I just don't really care how many subscribers I have. And I decided that like way, way early in the beginning that I was not going to let myself be, I wasn't going to let my value and the value of what I was doing be determined by some numeric metric, from somewhere else. And the thing that I love about ASMR is how personal it feels, that you're able to create this personal connection with someone that can be really healing and really helpful. And so that is what I have always focused on, is just like that one-on-one relationship between me and each person who is enjoying my videos. And that's such an amazing communion and an amazing sharing of energy that we can have. And, I was really happy when I had 5 subscribers because, one of them was me and one of them was my mother. And so that meant that 3 other people were actually watching my videos. So I guess I just want to say this to say that, like, I hope my channel will grow. I hope that it will, because I like to, be able to share what I'm doing with as many people as possible. Of course, I'd like to help as many people as possible, but the numbers just that's not really my goal, And I don't promote this channel anywhere else. I'm not on Facebook or Instagram, with my channel or anything like that. I just come here and share what I share and connect with all of you. And I'm really quite happy with having very, very slow channel growth. In fact, that's the way I like it, because then I can kind of get used to things gradually as they're building up. And hey, if, something happens sometime and I, hit that magic moment when something I do, is really popular and things start to take off, that would be fantastic. But right now, I'm really happy to be here with you and all of you who are currently part of this community. And I don't know, I'm happy in the moment where I am, and it's really nice to be able to be there, be at a place like that. And so, having said that, the one milestone I am really excited about is to get to 500 subscribers, which, hopefully will be relatively soon, because as I understand it, I mean, everything with YouTube is a little cryptic, but as I understand it, when I get to 500 subscribers is when the little community tab will pop up on my channel, and then I'll be able to communicate with all of you more directly through that community tab, through that community area of the channel. And so that means I'll be able to do surveys and polls and ask you, about what you want to see, and I'll be able to do, just do posts there separate from videos so that I can communicate with you and get your input on things. And I'm just excited about that part of it, because I think getting to be a little bit more actively in community with all of you would be really fun. So getting to 500 will be a big deal, and then after that, who knows? We'll see what happens. And I'm really lucky that I'm not trying to like make a living off of YouTube or anything like that. I mean, I'm obviously not making any money right now, and I have other things I'm pursuing in my life as far as my career, and so this is just a special place where I get to do my creative thing, and not put too much pressure on myself about it, and just get to see what happens along the way. So, okay, see, this is why I made a list, because I wouldn't have remembered to say this. So I did have a few words I wanted to say about YouTube comments. And the first is to thank all of you who have left me comments. They mean so much to me. You have no idea. As a person that is really trying to get over the need to have a lot of outside reassurance from people that I'm doing okay, it is still very nice to get that feedback and know that, you're enjoying a video. So thank you. And I know that takes extra effort and extra energy on your part to leave a comment, and I don't take that lightly. I really appreciate you taking extra time out of your day for my benefit. And so thank you to all of you who comment. And then I also wanted to say thank you to all of you who don't comment, who watch my videos, but don't comment for whatever reason. And I just want to say that that is fine too. And I really appreciate you just, being there energetically and, being a part of my channel and the community. And I mean, I just want to say that because I know, especially when I was first listening to ASMR and I was not in a very good place emotionally, I mean, I had videos that I would listen to on repeat over and over and over again to calm me down, and I didn't necessarily comment on those videos. I mean, I liked them, but I didn't usually comment because I just, didn't really have anything to give and wasn't in a headspace to do that, Or maybe you're just, not the type of person that likes publicly commenting on videos, and that's totally cool. So I just wanted to give like a special little shout out moment to the non-commenters, because you are very important to me and I'm glad that you're there. So thank you. And there was one other thing I wanted to say about YouTube comments, which is that structurally, and actually the way they work for creators, YouTube comments are really weird. Most of the time when you leave a comment, I get a notification, and then it's also there on the video, and it's, there in my little dashboard thing, on the back end so that I can see all my comments. But from time to time, a comment will show up in my notifications, but then that comment will never actually show up on the video or in my dashboard, so I don't have any way to reply to it. And it's really interesting because the comments that has happened with, they haven't been ones that were like inappropriate or anything like that. I couldn't really figure out why, but it's just like, I have this comment, and then suddenly it's not there anymore, and I I can't respond to it. So, you know, in some cases, maybe the person has deleted the comment or whatever, but I just wanted to say that if any of you have ever left me a comment and I haven't replied to it or it hasn't shown up on the video, it's not because I deleted it or because I didn't like your comment or anything like that. It's just because YouTube is mysterious and sometimes comments come and go and disappear, and I don't know how to control that. So I just wanted to put that out there, that I really do appreciate all of your comments, and sometimes it's frustrating occasionally if I can't reply to a comment. So this is my official thank you, blanket thank you for all comments, and I really appreciate them. And please know that I really do feel and appreciate all of your support and your kindness. And, you know, really, I really haven't encountered any negativity or meanness in the YouTube community so far. I mean, maybe it's just because I'm small enough that I haven't attracted any meanies yet. But I hope that, you know, maybe that will continue to be the case. So thank you for giving me a very positive experience in this realm, which I know isn't always the case for everybody. So I do appreciate it. Okay, so if you've made it this far into the video, now we get to the special announcement and secret reveal part of the video. Okay, I'm making it sound really dramatic, but basically this is a two-part little announcement here. The first part is that a video that I really want to do coming up is to do a name trigger video, which is basically just a video where you repeat people's names and you know, you say each name a few times, and that can be a really nice trigger for people to hear their name being spoken. And that's something that I've just always loved, those kinds of videos, and I love names, and so I think that would be exciting to do. And so if you would like your name to be included, if you'd like your first name to be included in my name video, please leave me a comment with your first name. And I'll be collecting names for, you know, quite a few weeks because I want to get a good list of them. And so in the spirit of doing this name video, I decided that I want to share my first name with all of you. And, you know, I haven't used my first name at all in any of my videos or anything on this channel when I first started and didn't really know what I was doing. I just decided to be completely anonymous while I was getting my bearings and everything. And I still think it's important to, you know, keep a certain level of anonymity and, you know, safety for all ASMR artists or people who are putting things out on the internet. I mean, that's just, you know, you want to use some common sense. But I do think that it is fine to use my first name in conjunction with this channel, even though it's not my channel name. And so my name, my first name is Devin. Devin, 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 Devin. So if there are any other Devins out there, you're getting a preview of the name trigger. Devin, 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 Devin. It feels good to say my name. It feels good to say my name to all of you because I really, really love my name. I really love my first name. I think it suits me, and I've just always loved it. And I spell my name D-E-V-A-N. D-E-V-A-N. And that A is a little unusual. Most people tend to spell Devin either with an O or with an I, I-N or O-N. I've only come across a couple other people who spell it with an A. And so I just feel like it's one of my connections with Anne of Green Gables. If you have listened to any of my read aloud of Anne of Green Gables, and you know it's very important to her, her name is Anne spelled with an E, and for me I've always been Devin spelled with an A. And I've spent a lot of time in my life drawing little sticks on O's because people would spell my name Devon, and then I would just, put the little stick on it to make it into an A. So anyway, I'm Devon, and it's lovely to meet you. And, I didn't want to make, like, a big deal out of this. I didn't want to, make a, like, I reveal my name video and, do something weird and clickbaity like that or anything like that. But just for those of you who are here and have been, so kindly interacting with me through these videos, I just wanted you to know my name. So that is something that I've been wanting to do, and I just thought that this would be the right time to do it. And it would have been really sad for me to do a name video and not include my own name in it, because there's actually a GB ASMR name trigger video. I mean, she used to do tons of those. I think she's kind of like the originator of them because she used to do them for her Patreon patrons back in the day before she was so humongous that she doesn't even have to have a Patreon anymore. But in one of her name videos, she included the name Devon, and it really surprised me how tingly it made me to hear somebody saying my name like that, and especially because my name, is a little more unusual, and I could never really, get an already made license plate keychain at the beach that had my name on it, So anything with my name is always extra special, and so I just thought that was cool and a really cool ASMR trigger theme idea, and I wanted to do that, and I wanted to share with you my name as a part of that. So I think I've been being really true to the Ramble theme. I feel like I've been repeating myself and being really rambly, so I hope you enjoy that. And I don't know how much you can hear it, but it's raining now. So there's rain on the roof, and Hazel the dog is sleeping, and it's kind of gray here, and it's pretty dang cozy. So thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna look at my little paper here and see if there was anything else I wanted to tell you. The only other thing I wanted to say was just regarding upcoming videos. I am going to return to doing the read aloud chapters of Anne of Green Gables. I took a little break from that. I had been doing those every week, and I love doing those videos, but they're a bit time intensive to record and edit because it takes me about an hour to record each one of them, and then they do take a good bit of editing because I like you to have a very clear, accurate reading of the book. And I mean, when you're reading for an hour like that, you're just going to mess up. I mean, I mess up a lot. So there's a lot of editing to do on those. So they just take a little more time, and I just hadn't had the time to really put into one of those. And so I stepped away from that and took a little break from those, and, did those role plays, which were a step out of my comfort zone for me. And I appreciate your support of those. So if there are any particular role plays that you really enjoy, let me know, and I will put them on my list. I have a super duper duper long list of ASMR video ideas. I mean, literally like dozens and dozens. So I plan on continuing to make content as long as I keep having ideas and keep feeling the call to do it. And I am just really glad that you're here, and I hope that you will keep watching and that you will enjoy it. So yeah, again, it's just kind of crazy and miraculous to me that I could ever even do anything like this, that I could have the courage to do it, and it just means a lot to me. So thank you, 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 thank you for watching and being here with me. It is always such a pleasure to hang out with you and to be able to help you relax and unwind and hopefully have a better day. So take good care of yourself, me, or if you would like your name to be included in my name triggers video, leave that in the comments below. Rest well, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.